In this video, we will see map interface. Map also one of the commonly used interface like list, set and queue. Map interface is a member of Java collection framework, but it does not inherit collection interface. Map also a member of Java collection framework, but it does not inherit collection interface. So in the earlier we have seen list, set are inherited from the collection interface. So map is not inherited from collection interface. Map interface stores the data as key value pairs. Map interface stores the data as key value pairs. So if you want to store any data as a key value pairs, if you see here we are having port and port number, IP address and IP address, URL. If you have students, if you want to store student ID and name, employee ID and employee name, or any configuration as key value pairs, then we will use map interface. A map cannot have duplicate keys but can have duplicate values. So map will not have duplicate keys, can have duplicate values. Consider if we have port number is repeated 2 times. If it is allowing port number, port is there 8081. If it is allows duplicate port 8081. So what will happen when you use port, one time 8081 will come and another time 8081 will come. So data inconsistency will be there. So the results will be abnormal. So map won't allow duplicate keys, but it can have duplicate values. What will happen if you try to insert duplicate keys? If you try to insert duplicate keys, the value will be replaced with the whatever the value we are providing in the second time. So map won't allow duplicate keys. Map allows duplicate values. Each key at most be associated with one value. So each key should have at least one value. Each key value pairs of the map are stored as Map.Entry objects. So each key value pair we can call as entry. So how they will be stored? As the Map.Entry objects. This Map.Entry is nothing but an inner interface of map interface. So entry is inner interface of map interface. If you see in the map interface, there will be entry interface will be there. The common implementations of map interface are hash map, linked hash map and a tree map. These three are the commonly implemented classes for this map interface. The order of elements in the map is implement dependent. So if you have added some list of key value pairs into the map, how the elements will be ordered? Based on the implementation, the values will be ordered. If you are implementing based on the hash map, then there is no order will be there. Then how the elements will be ordered means based on the hash code of the key. Based on the hash code of the key, the elements will be ordered when we are implementing the map interface by using hash map. If we are using linked hash map as the implementation class for map interface, then that key value pairs will be ordered according to the insertion order. The way we have inserted, in that the elements will be ordered if we are using linked hash map. If we are using tree map as the implementation class, then the elements will be ordered according to the supplier comparator. Here comparator will talk about how we want to store the data. So if you want to sort ascending order of keys or ascending values of values, or descending values of keys or descending values of values. So if you want to order the elements based on the requirement, we can supply this comparator. So if you are using tree map, the elements will be ordered according to the supplier comparator. So these are all the main properties of map interface. Consider we have a key value pairs, or we want to store some data as key value pairs, or you want to work with map objects. How we can able to work? By using map methods. As we know, map interface is not a child interface of collection, and hence we cannot apply collection interface methods here. So map is a separate interface, it is not inherited from collection. So map, whatever the collection methods are there, we cannot able to use in map object. So map has its own methods. Now we will talk about each method. Int size, if you want to know how many key value pairs are there, that time we will use size method. By using size method, we will get to know how many key value pairs or how many entries are there. Boolean is empty. If you want to check the map object is empty or not, whether it has any at least one key value pair or not, by using is empty we will get to know. If the map is empty, that time it will give true. If the map has at least one entry, that time this method will give false. Contains key, if you want to check whether the key is there or not, for example, if you have some if you want to check port is there or not in the map, port key is there or not, URL is there or not, student ID 123 something is there or not, if you want to check whether a key is there or not, that time we will use contains key method. So if the key is there, we will get true. If the key itself it is not there, we will get result as false. If you want to check whether the value is there or not, that time we will use contains value method. If the value is there, this method will return true. If the value is not there, this method will return false. If you want to get a specific value based on the key, that time we will use get method. So what this get method will do, based on the key it will return the value. So the return type of this get is value. So whatever the value is there, it will be returned. If no value is there, that time what will happen, this get method will return null. The most important method is put method. If you want to add any element key value pairs to the map, that time we will use put method. So this put method take two arguments, one is key and one is value. So if you want to add key value pairs to the map, we will use put method. This put method will returns the old value. So for example, here we don't have any value, student ID, and I will add 1 to 3. If we provide put method as student ID and the value is 1 to 3, so student ID is already not there. So the new entry will be added, student ID, and value will be 1 to 3. It will return null as the value. And if you add here already port is there, and if you try to add port again, what will happen, the port or the value will be replaced. So the new value will be replaced with the old value, and this put method will return whatever the old value is there. By using put method, you can able to add the elements to the map object. Next is put all method. If you have an existing map and you want to add all key value pairs in the existing map key value pairs into the new map object, that time we will use put all method or remove method. If you want to remove any key value pair by using key, that time we will use remove method. So if you want to remove port number, so map.remove of port you will give. So this method will remove the complete entry, that is key value pair it will return, and it will return the value as whatever the value it is removed. If you want to clear all the elements, if you want to remove all key value pairs from the map object, that time we will use clear. So map object is consider m.clear. If you apply, all the entries will be removed. Key set, if you want to retrieve or if you want to get all the key elements, so whatever the keys are there, all the keys you want to get, that time we will use key set. So this key set method will return all the keys in the form of in the return type as set of keys. Values method, if you want to retrieve all the values, that time we will use values method. So if you see here, key set is of type set of keys, values is collection of v. See why it is set of c, keys won't be repeated, so keys won't repeat, that is duplicates won't allow. Keys set is of type, returning type is a set. Collections, values can be any, duplicate will be there, any value set of values will be there. So that is the reason the values type is, the return type is collection. And if you want to retrieve key value as an entry, that time we will use entry set. So if you use entry set, that time it will give port and 8080, I mean key value it will return. Equals method. If you want to compare an object with another object, that time we will use equals method. Hash code method. By using hash code method, we can able to get the hash code for the map object. Observe here key set, values and entry set. These three methods of type returning is collection object. So key set is returning set, values is returning collection, and entry set is returning set of map set. So these three methods we can call collection views of map. These are all collection views of map. So these are all the methods are available for map interface. So these are all the commonly on day-to-day life as a Java developer, we commonly use all these methods. So it is required to remember all these methods. Map.Entry interface. Entry is a sub interface of map. How we will get entry object? So by using entry set, we can able to get entry object. This entry interface also has some methods. Get key method. So what is this will give? If you apply get key on the entry object, you will be able to get the key of that entry. So what this get key method does? Returns the key corresponding to this entry. The another method of this entry interface is get value. If you want to get the value of that entry object, we will use this get value method. So it returns value of the corresponding to this entry. And the next method is set value. If you want to replace the entry value, if you want to replace that corresponding entry value, that time we will use set value method. What it will do? This replaces the value corresponding to the entry with the specified value. These three methods, get key and get value and set value, these three methods is applicable only for entry interface, that is entry object only. These are all the main properties of map and the methods of map interface. This is all about this video. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.